So you got rear-ended last month. Insurance covered the repairs, and you thought you were all set, right? Well, I hate to break it to you, but many Nevada accident victims miss out on compensation they're legally entitled to. Most people don't realize that even after your car gets fixed, it's worth way less than before the accident. And that's just one of 3 hidden costs that Nevada law says you can actually claim. Here's the thing, you have up to 3 years to file property damage claims and 2 years for injury claims. I'll show you how to claim diminished value, loss of use, and life enjoyment damages so that you get every penny Nevada law allows. Let's start with your car.
Red Rock Injury Law, Las Vegas. Rock! Solid recovery! Solid recovery! Rock! Red Rock!
You know how your car looks perfect after repairs? Well, here's something nobody tells you. It's basically worth way less now, and there's another cost hidden right under your nose. Most people think once insurance pays for repairs, that's it, you're done. But Nevada law actually gives you 2 more shots at getting money for your car. Insurance companies definitely don't want you to know about these. They're hoping you just walk away happy with your fixed bumper. Let me break down diminished value first. Even though your car looks brand new, it now has an accident history. That's like a permanent scar on its record. When you go to sell it or trade it in, the dealership pulls up that Carfax report and sees the accident. Boom, your car's worth thousands less. Here's what's crazy. Studies show vehicles often lose a significant chunk of resale value, sometimes thousands of dollars, even after perfect repairs. The most common is inherent diminished value. Your car's accident history alone knocks value down. If your car was worth $30,000 before the accident, you could lose several thousand in value overnight. That's real money sitting on the table. But here's the kicker. You have to prove this loss with a professional appraisal. You can't just guess or use some online calculator. Insurance companies know this. They're betting you won't spend the money on the appraiser because most people don't even know diminished value exists. Now the second gold mine is loss of use. This covers every single day your car was in the shop or you couldn't drive it because of the accident. Think about it. You had to rent a car, take a lift, borrow rides from friends. All of that has dollar value, and Nevada says the other driver owes you for it. Here's something most people miss. You don't actually have to rent a car to claim loss of use. Even if you borrowed your sister's car for 2 weeks, you can still claim the rental value for a similar vehicle for those days. Nevada law says you lost the use of your property, period. The insurance company typically calculates this based on what it would cost them to put you in a rental, when they should base it on rental costs for a comparable vehicle in your area. Check typical local rental rates for a comparable vehicle. If you drive a luxury vehicle or SUV, comparable rental rates should be much higher. But wait, there's actually a third hidden cost that's completely different from car damage, and it might be worth even more money. This one's different because it's not about your car at all. It's about how the accident messed up your actual life. And most people don't even realize they can get paid for this. You know how after an accident, some things just aren't the same? Maybe your back hurts when you play with your kids, or you're scared to drive at night. Here's what's wild. Nevada law says that's worth money. Loss of enjoyment is included under pain and suffering in Nevada, but counts as a separate component juries weigh when assessing non-economic damages. Loss of enjoyment of life is basically compensation for all the stuff you can't do anymore or can't enjoy like you used to. Courts call it hedonic damages, but it's just the value lost when injuries stop you from enjoying hobbies and daily life. Nevada courts define this as the reduction in life satisfaction that comes from your injury. Think about it. If you can't enjoy your hobbies or activities anymore, that's a real loss. Let's say you used to go hiking every weekend, but now your injured knee makes it more painful. Or maybe you loved driving, but now you get panic attacks behind the wheel. You used to play guitar at open mic nights, but now your hand injury makes it impossible. All of that lost enjoyment has actual value under Nevada law. The tricky part is proving this to a jury. You can't just say, I'm sad now. You need serious documentation showing how your life changed. This means creating what lawyers call before and after pictures of your life. Use a personal journal, photos, or social media posts, plus witness statements from family and friends to create that before and after picture. Your spouse can testify about how you stopped going to family barbecues. Your buddy can explain how you quit your weekly poker game. These people see the real changes in your life. You need to start keeping a detailed personal injury journal right away. Don't just write, "My back hurts today." Write specific stuff like, "Couldn't finish my usual morning walk because of back pain," or "Had to skip my daughter's soccer game because sitting hurts too much." These details matter. In Banks v. Sunrise Hospital, the state Supreme Court even allowed expert testimony to price out these joys, showing how seriously Nevada courts treat them. Insurance companies hate these claims because there's no formula. A jury basically decides what your lost enjoyment is worth based on your story. But here's the thing, knowing about these hidden costs and actually getting paid for them are two completely different battles. So let's get that money. Insurance companies rush quick, lowball offers to lock you in. So don't sign anything until you've gathered your evidence. That first offer comes fast for a reason. They want to lock you in before you realize what you're entitled to. They'll say stuff like, "This is our best offer," or "We need to close this claim quickly." It's all pressure tactics. Tell them politely that you need time to assess all of your damages. For diminished value, hire an appraiser to produce a report comparing pre- and post-accident market values, backed by actual comparable sales data per Nevada case law. Not your buddy who sells cars, an actual certified appraiser who can testify in court if needed. You'll need your car's value just before the accident and after repairs. The difference is your diminished value claim. Keep every receipt and document from repairs too. The body shop estimates, part receipts, even photos of the damage before repairs. All of this builds your case. For loss of use, document everything. Rental car receipts, Lyft rides, even the days you couldn't get to work. You can claim reasonable rental values for a comparable vehicle even if you never rented. Nevada courts allow comparable local rates as proof. Call local rental agencies and get quotes for what a similar car would cost per day. Print these quotes and keep them. Track every single day your car was unavailable from the day of the accident until you got it back from the shop. If it was totaled, count the days until you reasonably bought a replacement. Make a calendar showing each day and what it cost you. Loss of enjoyment is the hardest one. Start documenting your life changes immediately. Keep a daily journal about pain levels and activities you can't do. Don't just write, "Back hurts." Write specific stuff like, "Couldn't lift my 2-year-old because of back pain," or "Missed my weekly tennis game again." Collect all medical documentation, ER visits, therapy notes, imaging reports to support both pain and suffering and future care needs. Request copies of everything and keep them in one file. Remember, 2-year limit for injury, 3 years for property damage. Document early so you don't lose the right to file. Don't wait until the last minute though. Evidence gets harder to find as time passes. The insurance company will probably say no to all of this at first. That's normal. They're testing to see if you'll give up. But now you know what Nevada law says you deserve. Here's what matters most. Many Nevada drivers miss out on these extra claims, so don't be one of them. You know about diminished value, loss of use, and loss of enjoyment. Each separate claims you can stack under Nevada law. Don't let insurance companies take advantage of you just because you didn't know the rules. Nevada law is on your side. You just have to use it. Start documenting everything today and get those professional appraisals. If this video helped you spot hidden bills, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and drop a comment on how it helped you stay on top of your claim.